Welcome to What the Wrestling, the podcast where you break down the biggest moments, hottest takes, and the wildest stories from the world of pro wrestling. Whether you're a diehard fan or just stepping into the squared circle, we're here to give you the real scoop on everything happening in the ring.
I'm your host, RJD, and we're about to take a ride through the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. Get ready for all our hot takes, deep dives, and all the wrestling you never knew you needed.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and join What the Wrestling family so you never miss an episode. Now let's step into the ring.
You're listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. WrestleMania Night 1 is in the books, everybody. It is in the books. What did you think? What did you like? There was a lot not to like. There was a lot to like. And we are going to get into it all. So let's not waste any time. I'm here for a short time, not a long time. And night 2 is tonight. So let's not waste any time. Let's go. Yes. It's I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. I am your host, RJD. Once again, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the bottom of the channel. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on TikTok. We back. Thank you for liking my stuff. And let's argue in the comments because I'm right and you're not. But, you know, it's all good. You'll realize that soon enough. But at the end of the day, hit the like button, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok on What the Wrestling, and RJ699 on the Twitter. Don't really go active like that on Twitter, but I do pop in when something major happens in wrestling. So I will pop in from time to time. So no updates to the channel. Tonight is night 2 of WrestleMania. Depending on what happens tonight, I may or may not go live for a quick 20 minutes. I don't know yet. It depends on how it ends. If it ends on something crazy and I absolutely can't wait till tomorrow, then maybe I'll go live for 15-20 minutes because some of us got day jobs and some of us have to go, to work. But we'll see what happens. I shall not complain. So that's the only update I have for y'all today. So let's get into night 1. So first things first. Was the show a good show? Or was the show a bad show? I'm going to give the show a thumbs up. With conditions.
Nope. Stop it. Get some help.
I'm going to give the show a thumbs up with conditions because there was nothing overly offensive about the show except for what I'm going to get into here and the main event, which completely, I don't know why they fucked that story. I don't know why they messed that story up. They didn't have to do it. They didn't have to mess the story up. They didn't have to do what they did, but they did. So it is what it is. But before we get into the matches and what happened, let's talk overall first. Overall, did it feel like WrestleMania? No.
Stop it.
No, it didn't feel like WrestleMania. The only thing that really felt like WrestleMania was Gunther and Seth Rollins. They had their working boots on last night, baby. Thank you to those brothers.
It's over 9,000. Give me a hell yeah.
Take my money. So, we'll get into that when the time comes, but that is the only thing that kind of felt absolutely like a big deal. And the main event did feel like a big deal, even though they effed up the story. Oh my God, did they F up this story? Oh my God. But it still felt like a big deal. Now, let's get into, those were the pros. The wrestling was good. Everything on the show. There was no bad matches on the show. So the wrestling was good. There were no bad matches on the show. But the bad about the show, the mother effing ads. Oh my God. Hit the effing boo button. Just hit all the buttons. Hit them all.
You stupid.
Why are we getting four? First of all, the ESPN app, hot garbage. My stream, multiple times, I'm playing the show and it rewinded itself back to the last match. It did that multiple times for no apparent reason. That's first and foremost. I don't want to hear, oh, the servers, but they got to have the server. I don't want to hear that because it's ESPN, worldwide, national TV channel. The server should be A1. If Netflix servers are A1, your server should be A1. That's first and foremost. So hot garbage. I mean, I was talking to somebody the other day and I was telling them, we're going to get ads. They got to pay the bills. Now that you have UFC, WWE, TKO, big company, you have this ESPN deal, you have a deal on Netflix, you have a deal on ESPN, you have a deal all over these places. These companies are giving you billions and billions of dollars. You're going to run the ads they want you to run. I don't got a problem with that. I think that makes sense. The problem I have is that why are we getting ads that are 4 minutes long? Then, after a 4-minute ad, you have a trailer that's 2.5 minutes. After a trailer that's 2.5 minutes, you got a Fortnite commercial that's 3 minutes. After that Fortnite commercial, you have another commercial. And then next thing you know, 15 minutes done went by. And then they do a trailer for the match that you're about to see, which is another 5 minutes. And then next thing you know, 20 minutes went by. It's WrestleMania, not AdMania. What are we doing? Oh my God. Yo, there had to be about,
It's over 9,000.
ads last night. I mean, God, I know there's gonna be ads and I know you gotta pay the bills, but brothers, what's up with all the ads, man? Jesus. We gotta do better. I don't know. That's not gonna change. That's not something that you could just look at and say, oh, this is great because they're gonna listen to us and they're not gonna have ads. No, they're getting billions and billions of dollars. They're gonna run the ads. They're gonna run 100 million ads. And I heard that the Hulk Hogan documentary, they basically gave you the whole documentary, so you don't need to watch it if you were watching Netflix via VPN or via around the world, not in the United States. You know, you basically got the whole documentary on top of the fact that I had to pay for this goddamn show. I had to pay $30 for this show, which sucks because the Netflix people got to watch it for free. So F you if you got to watch it for free and I didn't.
Nope.
Screw you. Now, I know there were some people that watched it via VPN and they got to watch it for free if they were in the States, but I ain't playing with that. I had to pay for it, but it is what it is. I'm a wrestling fan and I do like sports, but best believe I don't, when it comes to, we're just going to say this, when it comes to the ESPN app, that's all I'm going to say about that. So the ads, hot garbage. Way too many ads. The wrestling. Why were there, I think the Liv Morgan match, 7 minutes. We had the opening match, 8-9 minutes. We had, what was the other match last night? We had Jacob Fatu and Drew McIntyre, like 10 minutes. WWE Tag Team Women's title match. That match was like 11 minutes, 8 minutes, something like that. The Seth Rollins and Gunther match got 15 minutes, and the main event got 23 minutes. Nothing else got more than 15 minutes on the show. That is stupid.
You stupid.
You know why? Because stuff needed time to breathe. You needed to give these guys time to go out there and wrestle. Why is it you had, what was it? An hour and 10 minutes of wrestling, if that, combined, but you had 2 hours worth of ads? I literally said this to somebody the other day. I was like, the problem with WWE is they got 20 minutes of ads and 15 minutes of wrestling. I was putting the damn TV on mute so I wouldn't hear the ads over and over. Too many ads, way too many ads. Hot garbage, trash, not feeling it, no bueno. Not enough wrestling. If I get a pay-per-view, I get WrestleMania, let these matches breathe. Let them play out. Let's see what's really going on. Why are we having 7-minute matches for WrestleMania, but you can't get Carmelo Hayes on the card? You can't get Carmelo Hayes on the card, huh? But you could dump a Fortnite ad in my face for 3 minutes. Come on, man. Come on, man. Wasn't feeling that. So, besides the ads and the lack of wrestling on the show, let's talk about that main event. We did not. This main event was good, but it didn't need. First of all, it ended very weird, and let me tell you why.
Stop it. Get some help.
It ended very weird. The show ended with Randy Orton punt kicking. Randy Orton punt kicked Cody and then stood over him with the title. But he lost the match because he RKO'd Pat McAfee. Thank God. So we're going to clap it up for that.
Hell yeah.
But my thing is, the opening intro of Cody's entrance, you seen the story progression of his life in wrestling, minus AEW, of course, but you seen the story progression and how he changed character to character to character, and how him and Randy have been intertwined since like 2009. Like they got so much since like 2005, 2007, whatever. They got so much history. Why didn't you tell that story about the student becoming the teacher? On top of the fact, they wrestled that match ass backwards. Now, I think that might have been by design, but they didn't tell the story of the aging veteran, the gunslinger, Clint Eastwood, on his last hurrah. He comes into town. He's trying to change his life, but does he have one more story in him? Does he have one more chance to show the world that he's that gunslinger that he used to be? They didn't tell that story. They told the story of Pat freaking McAfee. Pat McAfee was giving him the voices in his head, and that's what he needed to bring out the dark side of Randy. Man, if you don't get the whole F out my face. Oh my God.
Stop it. Get some help.
The easiest story to tell. Randy Orton's got more. He's got more mileage behind him than he does in front of him. The people wanted to see him win number 15. So what happens? they're going to cheer him no matter what. So he's fighting like the guy who's fighting from underneath. He's fighting like the babyface. But WWE wants you to believe that Randy Orton's a heel. That makes no sense.
You stupid.
So Cody is the babyface and he's kicking his ass. He made Randy bleed and he's punching a wound like a bad guy would do. He's kicking him in the nuts. He's doing all this other stuff. He's not even being a tweener. Cody was in there healing it up. He wasn't even being a tweener. He was healing it up. And yet, the commentators are telling you, and WWE is telling you, that Randy is the dastardly heel. But the wrestling is telling you, the story they're telling in the ring is that Cody is the heel. And Randy is the babyface. Because people are booing Cody and the boos are noticeable. He's getting the same boos he got in AEW before he left. You were hearing cheers, but it was like 60-40 cheers. The boos are very noticeable. 50-50 some nights, 60-40 some nights. That's what he got at the end of this match. And then when Randy punt kicked the shit out of him, everybody said, yes, this is what we want.
Give me a hell yeah.
So they dropped the ball. They dropped the ball on this story, and it didn't need Pat McAfee. We didn't want Pat McAfee. Nobody wanted Pat McAfee. And this is the reason why everybody was so upset when Pat McAfee's agent dialed WWE and said, you need to insert him into this match so we could get some ticket sales. Everybody was like, who cares? We don't care about Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee ain't moving ticket sales like that. He's a big deal on ESPN. Yes. He's a very noticeable figure on ESPN. Yes. But let's be honest. He ain't moving no mother effing tickets. Come on, y'all. Stop it. Stop it. Pat McAfee ain't moving no tickets. So why even put him in that position? Why? And reports are that he didn't even want to do it. But if Big Dog call and say, this is what I need you to do, that's what you're going to do. What Big Dog tell you to do. So I ain't even mad at him. You know, he's just doing his job. But this is how you mess up a perfectly good story. You're convoluted with all this grade A boo-ish that no one needed or nobody wanted. Now, Cody wins. I'm cool with Cody winning because the agent vet doesn't always win, even though we went to Randy to get number 15. Sometimes it don't happen like that. That's cool. If they were better off leaving Pat McAfee out and just doing a double turn like they did with doing the double turn and having Cody go heel to win and having Randy stay as the babyface because we don't want to boo Randy Orton. Shit, my wife don't want to boo Randy Orton. My wife don't even watch wrestling like that. She don't want him to lose either. So I don't know why they did what they did. I don't know. Ari Emanuel, second year in a row. Well, yes, last year they pivoted, so cool. But second year in a row, they done messed up a perfectly good storyline that they didn't need to mess up. Second year in a row. So I might as well talk about the main event. Main event was good. They were working methodical. They took their time. So Pat McAfee came out and he was doing his thing, but Pat McAfee ended up getting blasted. Cody hit him with the crossroads. Jelly Roll came out of nowhere and put Pat McAfee through a table. So right there, I was like, uh-oh, let's go. Hold on. I was like, uh-oh, let's go. That's good. Pat McAfee is done and he's out of here. Yes. We don't have to see him ever again. And Jelly Roll said, go give these guys a proper one-on-one match like they wanted. So I thought it was going to be a one-on-one match. But we have a ref bump. And after the ref bump, there's an RKO on Cody. And Pat McAfee with a neck brace on because he got stretchered out after getting put through a table by Jelly Roll. Pat McAfee comes out and he's sprinting, doing his best Braun Breaker impression. He's sprinting all the way down to the ring He has a 1 and a 2 and a kick out because he took too damn long. Randy got mad, RKO'd him, then hit him with the crossroads, and that was all she wrote. So this feels like a hard reset to this match rather than it being the end of something and the beginning of something else. It feels like we were onto something, we effed up, so we had to write Pat McAfee off, and now we reset to tell the story that we should have told the first time. Oh my God! Come on, son. Come on, son. So, this was, like I said, slow, methodical Randy Orton match. There were reports that he was hurt. His back was hurt. Now, his back might have been hurt. We don't know. But that's what was the word on the street, that his back was hurt. And that's okay. He didn't have to win. Like, I get it. It's wrestling. It's not always a happy ending. I understand. He didn't have to win, but I wanted him to win. So, I was mad about that. But that's okay. That's okay. So, that was the end. That was your main event. The main event was good, but that ending wasn't hitting on shit. Not gonna say it was bad, but the ending, hot garbage. Just fumbled it. It's like, you don't need celebrities to do this stupid stuff. You don't need it. Now, I'm gonna work backwards, being that I was already here. I'm going backwards. So we had Liv Morgan and Stephanie Von Kerr. Only problem I have with this match is that they didn't have the time to tell a proper story, because I think this match was only like 7.5 minutes long, maybe 8 minutes. Judgment Day came out rather quickly. It turned into a handicap match. Stephanie Von Kerr was fighting everybody. They had some shenanigans. Raquel and Roxanne's involvement, that happened. Head in Oblivion got her up out of there, and we have a new world champion in Liv Morgan. And I fully expected Liv to win. I thought there would be shenanigans. These women really felt like they hated each other, which was great, but they didn't give it enough time. But it was a good match, and it was a match that I expected. So good stuff. Like I said, there was no bad wrestling on this show at all. So that was that. Then we had the best thing on the show by far. We had Gunther and Seth Rollins. We're going to hit every button for these guys because this was mother effing awesome.
Give me a hell yeah. I said give me a hell yeah.
These guys had their working boots on. They understood the assignment. It is WrestleMania. We are going to shut this ish down. And they did just that. This was great. First, I want to shout out Gunther because Gunther is in phenomenal shape. I showed my wife a picture of Gunther when he was Walter, and he was the big bad foreign boss man chopping everybody's chest off. And she was like, God damn, he lost a lot of weight. Yes, he did. So shout out to him and his nutritionist, whoever is telling him what to do. Keep doing what you're doing. And shout out to Seth Rollins, who's been out for a long time. Finally, now he's back, and he's in great shape too. So shout out to both of these guys. And they started off hot, drop kick immediately. These guys beat the holy shit out of each other. Let's pick it up towards the end. We had Rollins, he took control. He didn't take his foot off the gas. He hit a suplex into a Falcon Arrow, transitions into a sleeper. Reenactment of last year when Jay shockingly beat Gunther and had him tap out with his own move. But I still think Dragunov did it the best. NXT UK, go watch it. If you know, you know. So Gunther got to the ropes. Rollins didn't slow down. He was going for a suicide dive. I think he went to 2 or 3 of them. The last attempt, he got snatched out of midair. He got power bombed onto the apron. That looked like it sucked. then onto the commentary table. Then Rollins quickly countered and hit a pedigree and a curb stomp on the table. That looked like it was all she wrote, but Braun Breaker literally was running full freaking speed, looking like Usain Bolt Breaker out there. Braun Usain Bolt Breaker, and he speared the holy crap out of Seth Rollins. And after that interference, Gunther went back in there and choked Seth Rollins to sleep. Great finish, great stuff. This was awesome. And then he ran down and hit it with another spear at 100 miles an hour just to be on the safe side. Shout out to Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is back, everybody, and we missed him. Much needed. Now, the one thing I will say is everybody's like, oh, but Braun Breaker barely touched him. He's running mad fast. Yeah, you dummy. If somebody's running 100 miles an hour at you and they take your head off, you might just get re-injured. So you got to spear the guy in a way that doesn't kill you or the guy you're trying to spear. It's called professional wrestling. I don't know why people in the comments on Twitter were saying that yesterday. Come on, don't be stupid, guys. Don't be stupid.
You stupid.
Next, we have Becky Lynch. Basically, her and AJ Lee, like I said, another good match. Solid stuff. Not too good, not too bad. It was smooth. The whole ending of this match, Becky Lynch and Jessica Carr, they're probably going to have a match because Jessica Carr is a wrestler. If you didn't know, now you know.
Nope.
So she is a wrestler, but she's just being a referee. They always get into it. She took the turnbuckle pad off. After that, she pulled Jessica Carr into her when AJ Lee was coming in for a clothesline or something. She said, whoa, sorry. Then when the ref's back was turned, she pulled AJ into the turnbuckle, into the corner. AJ Lee, fantastic selling. AJ was out like a light. And manhandle slam, 1, 2, 3. That's all she hit. That's all she wrote. So Becky Lynch is your new IC title holder. And like I said, good stuff here. Solid stuff. Shout out to AJ Lee. The one thing I will say is, AJ Lee had a bunch of little girls coming out for her entrance. And those girls don't know how to skip, man. I don't know what was going on there, but they were skipping weird. And I was like, do kids not skip through the hallway anymore? And I know because at the place I work, the kids were skipping. And they did not know how to skip either. So maybe this generation of kids, they just don't skip. I don't know. It happens. So next we had Paige returning to win the WWE Women's Tag Team titles with Brie Bella. So Nikki and Brie came out along with all the other teams. They beat Bliss and Flair, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria, and the Irresistible Forces, who paid homage to Demolition. So Don DeMarco for them. But Nikki said, listen, I tried, y'all. I could not get cleared. My ankle's effed up. And Paige music hit and everybody went crazy. She probably got one of the biggest pops of the night. And then she ends up winning the match with the not the Paige Turner, her other finish. She ends up winning the match with her finish, and this was another solid match. All the ladies did their thing. Shout out to Bayley for getting on WrestleMania. We know they gave her the shaft last year, so good for her. The Irresistible Forces look good. Bliss and Flair look good. They had a nice moment where they had Charlotte and Paige. They had a stare down or a stare off. It's like the Divas era versus the women's era, because Paige was like the best wrestler in that women's era, and that's when WWE after that brought in the 4 horsewomen and started to change things in NXT. So shout out to them. But this was smooth. Nothing crazy here, nothing bad here. This was a good match, and I am happy for Paige because she's been out WWE 7-8 years, right? She went to AEW. Her run in AEW was okay. It wasn't bad. It was okay. And the fact that she's able to wrestle again when they would not clear her because she had the neck injury. She didn't get medically cleared. She got the stinger by accident when Sasha Banks kicked her, and a freak accident caused her to basically have to retire. She goes to AEW. She's okay. And now she's back in WWE, the place where she began, the place where she loved, and the place where she probably would have never wanted to leave if it wasn't for, them not medically clearing her. So happy for Paige. Paige is dope. Good story. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre in an unsanctioned match. Now, was this a good match? Yes. Was it unsanctioned and crazy stuff happened? No.
Stop it.
So it is what it is. It was a good match. Good for Jacob Fatu because he got the win over Drew by putting Drew through a table with a moonsault. So for a big man, Jacob Fatu is a very athletic big man. So we'll pick it up towards the end. Fatu got Drew asked for the ref to take off his belt. I'm getting trauma of when I was a kid and my mother used to whip my ass all over the place. Woo, and it used to suck. You ever got your butt kicked and then you run through the house and then you run out of places to run and hide, and then your mother catches you, or your father catches you, and it's you and the wall, and then you look on one side, you see the wall, and then you look on the other side and you see your mom or your dad coming with the belt, and you are dead? Yeah. That was me.
Tiger uppercut.
So we pick it up at that point where he was going to whip him, but Fatu ultimately reverses it. He gets a hold of the belt and starts whiplashing Drew. They continue to fight, but Drew went flying through the second rope, through a table at ringside. Fatu endured it. McIntyre went back in the ring, but he got whacked in the head with a toolbox. He doesn't like toolboxes apparently, and he got put onto the table where he got moonsaulted through it. So that was that. So that's what she wrote there. Then we opened the show with I Show Speed, Logan Paul, basically, and what's his other guy's name? I always forget his damn name. Logan Paul, and you see, and that's how bad it is that they messed him up so bad that I forget his damn name. Austin Theory. Austin Theory, man. Oh man, feel sorry for that, brother. But anyway, this was very good. Beginning of the match, I Show Speed. They fought basically the Usos and LA Knight. Yeah. So Speed, very athletic. He's not a big kid, but he is in shape. Got the six pack. Not really in crazy. He's not crazy big though. He's very athletic. Did a moonsault. LA Knight knocked his head off. So the end came where we had the Usos and the Vision. They were going back and forth, and there was a head scissors landed, accidentally pushing Knight into Logan Paul. When that happened, his team imploded. Austin Theory basically got mad at Speed, allowing LA Knight to surprise Theory with the BFT. But this was all to set up the post-match, and the post-match was Logan Paul getting mad at Speed, hitting him with the big right hand, with the titanium in his right hand. He was about to put him through a table with the huge frog splash, but the baby faces came and saved him. They beat Logan Paul up, and I Show Speed took his time, went up to the top, and hit a very, very nice frog splash. I mean, you can't call it a frog splash because he was kind of like, oh, a frog splash is like that. But he hit a frog splash onto Logan Paul, got good height, good elevation, good impact, and then everybody celebrated and was yeeting all over. Good way to open the show. So that was your WrestleMania. I want to say very, very cool entrance for Cody. Night 2, I think, is going to be good. I believe that. I do believe Night 2 is going to be good. I don't know if they give the stuff more time. Like, these matches need time to rock out, and we have a good ending. Maybe we get a surprise or two. I ain't mad if we get a surprise or two. So we'll see. But I just wasn't feeling the ending to this show. Excuse me, because they did a whole bunch of stuff they didn't need to do. But with that being said, that's all she wrote. So night 2 is fastly approaching. So I am out. Everybody be safe out there. Go catch night 2. Catch my review. I might go live tonight if something impactful happens. If not, I'll go live tomorrow. So with that being said, I am out. Everybody be safe. I'm out. Peace.